training goes in. They're constantly training these dogs. And just what a great service they provide the Worcester Police Department and all the citizens. Okay, guys, you take it away. Hello. You guys hear me? Alright guys, how you doing? My name is Officer Ortiz with the Worcester Police K-9 unit. That's Officer Chris Morse and his partner K-9 Arnold. We also have a couple of K-9 units from the Mass State Police here with us that help us with the demonstration. So in Worcester, real quick, we have 7 dogs in total. We have 6 handlers. A couple of the dogs are, we have 1 friendly fine dog. We have a couple patrol dogs and a couple EODs, so bomb dogs and patrol dogs. And we all go to a 14-week academy with the dogs for patrol. And if they do any other purposes like an EOD or narcotics assault, there's a bunch of more weeks of training. And we all have to pass academy every year and certify with these dogs. So the main purpose of a K9 is merely a locating tool. They help us locate the bad guys. Friendly finds will help us locate people missing and things of that nature. Does anyone know how the dogs find anything we're looking for? Somebody said it. The nose. So the nose is the strongest part. That's what they use mainly to find anything. And how I like to describe it is, imagine having a large pizza with everything on it. To us, it smells delicious. It smells really good. But for them, they can smell everything individually on the pizza. That's how strong and profound that nose is. So we do a lot of training. We do a lot of like article searches, obedience. You need to have control of the dogs at all times, and as well as the apprehension portion. So right now, what we're gonna do is we'll do a set of article searches. I have a couple articles I'll throw out. Oh, my bad. So we're gonna do obedience first. So what we're gonna see is Officer Morse here, and his partner comes to a heel, and he's focused on him the entire time. So a quick thing too that how we get this type of behavior and everything we do, all they really look for is a reward, whether it's food, toys, and you'll see how excited he gets for his toy here in a second. So literally that's exactly why we get them to do what we want them to do, is they just want a reward at the end. That's how we train them.
Ele é doguinho policial.
So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to make sure Arnold's not cheating. I have 4 articles here. I'm going to place them along here. And you're going to see as soon as he gives him the command, you'll see his nose on the ground, searching around for the holding the tool. And you'll see his indication, Arnold's indication, go down when he finds something. So if we're out in the open field, or we're looking for something so somebody might have thrown while they're running, this is how we locate them.
Ele espalhou. Ele jogou no Instagram, respondeu.
So as you can see, instantly nose is down. That's when we know he's working. They're not using their eyes. They're using the smell, that fresh scent that I just left on those articles to find them. There you guys, item number 1.
Achou. Você viu, cara? Ele achou o celular.
location that we look for when we're tracking like this, or looking for articles, is when he's nearby, you see his head snap. And once he breaks his neck and snaps in a different direction, it kind of indicates to us that he's an order. And we train for the dogs to locate at the source of the odor.
Oh, cute.
They won't locate it, they're near it. Change the direction, but once they find the actual location where it's at, then they will know. So this same thing, the same principle that we do with articles, that you see his nose on the ground the whole time, and he was looking just for the freshest human odor. As I threw that on the ground. Same applies to tracking. So if I were to walk here, he never saw me, and then he came and put him right here, he's looking for that fresh odor. That's how we find people who are hiding from us, etc. So for the last little trick we're going to do here, we have our essential buddy here with the sleeve. As you see, so when we work with the fight sleeve, again, it's a bigger reward. So as soon as the dog sees it, he's going to be locked in, because he knows like that's what he wants. He wants to play. And as you can tell now, that's all you can look at. So we'll have a center on the sleeve just to show you how they work, how they look running, and how they do the apprehension.
Tá gritando, tá dando os comandos.
And if you can see right now, what we train to is a full grip fight. We don't want any pulling of the skin. That's what like you see on the clutch shed, and we don't want that. We just want control until we get there. So that's how we train him. And as you can see, his tail wagging, he's having a good time. That's all he wants to do. He's having a good old time.
All right, perfect. I got questions for you. If they don't have any questions, the audience,
We have one question.
all right, let them go first.
So the question is where we get our dogs. There's a bunch of different places where they raise the dogs up purposely for this type of work. So we'll get them from all different locations in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Some dogs do come overseas. Sometimes when they're available. Any other questions? That's a great question. So the question was, depending on the dog's temperament, how long does it take to train them to play for this? So what a lot of people don't realize, just like us, different personalities, different temperaments, same thing with dogs. You train a dog like this, who's super clear-headed, this is his handler, and they might be able to dog that needs a little bit more work, just because he's a little bit of that repetition. It all depends on the temperament, and also, let's say 98% of the time they're like this, but just like us, we might have a bad day one day, we wake up, you know what I mean, we're not the same. Same thing with dogs. So we can't really beat them up for it, because we ask a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Or a German Shepherd. For friendly fine dogs, single purpose dogs where there's no apprehension, meaning no biting, we'll do a lab. We'll do a lab. Anyone else?
Yeah, I have a couple questions. If no one else has in the crowd. Oh, good, crowd first.
So the question was, the dog only obeys to one person or different people, and it's only going to be the handler. Or usually when we do the training with them, we do the academy with them, so they just get fixated on that one person, which is what we go out on the road. Okay, question over here? One second. So the question was, how many hours do we train a week? So they all depend. We do for patrols a 14-week academy. Yep. So weekly once they're certified. It all depends. We do train a lot, whether it's on and off duty. We try to keep the repetitions up and keep them sharp. It all depends. Yeah. So within the department for Worcester, we do a mandatory 24 hours a month, where we train 3 times a month. But we really train them. So the question was, do they ever fail to follow instructions? And like I was saying before, sometimes they do, in a sense where they might just have one of their off days. It might just be like a spur of the moment thing. But we do have different tools and techniques to just get their head clear again. Usually that's the bigger issue. They're just somewhere else, you know. But we have abilities to get them thrown back in. At this point, he's 4, so he's in hybrid mode. He knows the game now, so.
You're showing everybody.
So the question was, because we train them to clamp down on the bite and get a full grip, if actual reaction if a dog is on you, you're trying to get out of there. But we train to clamp down because it's less harm on the tissue. You're not going to bleed as much. We don't want the pulling. We just want the control. Now, whether is that going to happen every time? It depends on the situation. It depends what they're doing to the dog at that time. So it all varies. But we only train to get control. We are going to have Lou, we're going to do Zumba. Coming up next, we have a special instructor. Lou is here from the YMCA, from Fitness in the Park. He's going to get everyone in shape here. I got to go over there.
Get an exercise. What I get? Anche il costo là, ahí es la sopa. Oh, and that's what they got. No, you have to go to the store, Mama. You have to go to the store.